What happens next with Robert Kraft as owner of the Patriots, in your opinion?
Well, this is fascinating because from his perspective, and all we know from Robert Kraft is he categorically denies the allegations. He's hired an attorney to represent him. I mean, he may indeed push to proclaim and prove his innocence in court, however long it takes. And the other side of that is I think the NFL would probably like this thing to go away sooner rather than later. And the statement the NFL issued yesterday, Dan, out of the blue, I think the purpose of that was to make sure everyone understands the NFL will do nothing on this case until the criminal case ends. So then you start wondering what's going on behind the scenes. Will the NFL try to broker a deal where, hey, if you make this thing go away quickly and as quietly as possible, not that quiet as possible at this point, but if it goes away without court proceedings and a trial and an extended embarrassment for the league, then that becomes a factor that we will weigh in your favor when we determine the discipline. And if that's the case, you got to think back to 2015 because Robert Kraft then chose not to appeal the penalties that were imposed on the Patriots for Deflategate, chose not to pursue any of the available litigation angles. He decided, you know what, we're going to take it because that's going to get a better deal for Tom Brady. And when Brady got suspended, he was livid because he claims he was led to believe that if he did the quote-unquote right thing by way of the penalties against the Patriots, Brady would be taken care of. So now he may not want to trust whatever winking and nodding, and he's going to want it all spelled out. If they approach him with some idea for making the criminal case go away quickly, and then they won't be as stringent with the punishment, that's got to be something he trusts this time because based on last time around, he'd have reason to not trust what the league says.
But I wonder as we move forward, because you can pay a fine, you can do community service, you can be suspended, but the one thing that you're never going to be able to erase is the embarrassment here. And you're the owner of the Patriots. Would he still want to have that title given sort of that feel that's going to be out there no matter where he goes? Is it better for the Patriots if he would step back or down?
And there's a sense that he was in the process of doing that anyway. And there's been a sense that at some point he's going to hand the keys to the car over to Jonathan Kraft and have Jonathan Kraft run the team. Just like there was a sense Jerry Richardson was going to sell the team at some point. And the thing that happened in late 2017, people said to me, oh, the league forced him to sell. No, he decided to sell. The league couldn't have forced him to sell the team, and the league can't force Robert Kraft to take a step back from owning the Patriots. But this is something that could be part of. And I think the best solution for the league would be if Robert Kraft imposes on himself a sanction that is viewed as fair and acceptable to take the commissioner out of that hot seat where he's got to worry about people being mad that he didn't go far enough, people being mad that he went too far. He's still got all those Patriots fans that don't like him as a result of the Brady suspension. So if Kraft can lift this burden off of Goodell and do something like just, accelerate whatever timetable's already in place to put Jonathan in charge of the team, that seems like it would be a potentially workable solution, and it wouldn't surprise me if that's the way that it plays out. I'm not saying it will. I mean, again, all we know at this point is he categorically denies it, and that's a sign that he plans to fight it. And until we see otherwise, we have to assume he's at least considering the possibility of fighting this thing.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.